Holy crap. How did you get here before I started it? Not that. That's... No, it's a live feed. I just woke up. I actually just woke up, guys. I have to apologize. With school being out, it screwed up my schedule because nothing, nobody had an alarm set. I rolled over and I was like, man, it feels like it's late. And then I looked at my watch. Lo and behold, it was 8:30 almost. It's close enough to being new. Literally just woke up, I still have strap marks for my CPAP. It's been a long time since I slept this late. So somebody was asking me yesterday in the live feed about updates on this. Guys, I'll give you updates. I'm so excited about this happening that as soon as I hear an update, you'll have an update. I know that they had one of these in their case at Blade Show. So other than that, there's nothing else I know. Hang on a second. I need to get a microwavable cup. Yeah, that EOD cup is it's got, I love this cup, but you can't microwave it because of the gold leaf that's on it. It sparks, and I don't want to ruin this mug. I'll never get another one. So have you picked up? I have not seen a Kaiser Monier. What'd you hear? What happened? What's out there? Somebody throw a package under the gate? Huh? People are putting their trash cans out, dog. Morning, Chase. So yeah, I couldn't get a live feed. I couldn't get a live feed up yesterday and get people to interact. So I figured doing that video yesterday was the next best thing. It was easier than trying to fuck around and do a second live feed. Well, these don't take any editing. They're still set up. I have to. I also got what signed by Nick Shabazz. I have no idea. I lost track of what we were talking about. I haven't even seen one, so I don't know. I know that I currently am no longer the owner of Triple Actions. My Triple Actions sold. If I had a, we talked about selling the full set. Me, Matt, and on Instagram, Matt and I have a full set of Triple Actions. He has the full serrated. I have the Tonto and the double action, and our friend Charles Anderson has asked us. Morning, Zach. He's asked a couple times. There's been a couple people asked, but Charles was like, yeah, I want them. And he bought all three because we have the boxes for ours, and we gave him a pretty good deal because Charles Anderson in Sweden has bought so much stuff and sent so much business and stuff. I was like, I'll give him a good deal. I'm getting way more out of that knife than I ever figured I would. And it's mostly because I kept the boxes. I never keep boxes on anything. I have all my Cold Steel boxes. I got boxes for Cold Steel knives. I don't even own it anymore. I put my finger on why, because the warranty is on the box with those. So that's why, and this is gonna be a short one, guys, because I want to finish. I still have what? A little bit. It's cold. You'll have to warm it up. What's that, Zach? I tried to send you a link to a video. I don't know if you saw it. I did an actual YouTube video and sent you a link to it as a private video, but I don't know if you saw it. But yeah, it came. I think it came out great. It's in the car because I need to get with Jeremiah at PVK to get the tools to do your sigil. He says he's got them. I'll find out what they cost. I will let you know. So I will try to get a hold of him today. Cheers. Oh, I moved to deep freeze. Now my back hurts. I have to start setting alarms. We've been doing stuff because the Microtech. Yeah, all right then, that's fine. But I mean, at least you got to see it because seeing the Instagram video came out great then too. Since you saw it on Instagram, you basically saw what I was gonna send you. What I wanted to ask you, Zach, is do you like the pocket clip that way? If you would like the pocket clip to be either black or red, I can do that. But I thought that the pocket clip looked nice with its bronze accent the way it was stock. But I have Matt's. This is that Tangram. Remember those Tangrams I had that were the brown handles with the just the plain stainless blades? This is Matt's. Nico did white on the G10. And so Nico doesn't just do hydrographics. Yeah, so he did a Stormtrooper. And so I have to sharpen this fucking thing. These things are a pain in the ass to sharpen. The nice thing is they're not real hard steel. They're not super soft, but the action on these these Tangrams were actually really nice little knives for how cheap they were. So the only thing we're waiting on these, I know where my 2 boxes are for my triple actions. I know I'm gonna miss them, but I never carry it. It sits in my knife case. There's stuff I can get rid of. It sits in my knife case. This, not something I can get rid of. This does not sit in a case. This gets used a lot. I wanted to do a video about like my favorite. This needs to drop an oil or two. It is very stiff. Too bad I can't do that. That's what she said. I wanted to be in the live feed or in the live chat for that video that time. It's like, oh no, now I can't find it. The one for the chip removal. That's what she said when I put it in there. I wanted to be in there for that, and I just fuck. I completely forgot. Okay. Makes my life easier. I'm stiff and sore. Stiff and sore. So, I don't have another video planned for this week. I sharpened a knife yesterday. I should have been doing a video while I did it. It came from our friend Mo on our Ferrum Forge family group chat, and we have a group chat on the. God, I don't like this at all. I don't know where he got this, but he got this this Tonto he had set. He sent it to me to sharpen, and I kept running into this kept running into this issue where I couldn't get it to do what I wanted. It kept acting weird. Uh, and I'm like, I got to looking at it real hard, and I had to show him. I'm gonna try and turn it around so I can show you what I found. If you look at where the hollows terminate on this, let me see if I can get it for you. Might have to get more light on it. You guys probably aren't able to see it in this. Yeah, they don't match. This side comes up way higher. And so what you get with that is, come on, that side gets a weirdness to come on. Oh, guys, you fucking piece of shit. Of course it did. That's why I did the video. I already knew going into that. See, there's a lot of times that I'll say something in a video knowing pretty much full and well going into what's going to happen. I've done it before, and I was 99% sure that that's how it was going to work, because where'd she go? This one, this knife. My daughter wanted Popeyes. She asked for Popeyes the other night, and I told her, no, we're not going to Popeyes. We had just ate at Soup Plantation, and the next night she wanted Popeyes. Well, last night she had went to, what's the name of the water park? I don't think she can hear me. Oh, here it is. Here's her ticket. Aquatica. It's a water park here in San Diego. With her friends, they got free. Her one friend has a season pass and can get free passes for her friends. And so she got 2 free passes. And so her friend Ella has a season pass. Well, her partner for skating, Brody, went, and so did Isabel. And they went and they skated, or not skated, they went on water slides and stuff. Well, by the time we got Isabel picked up, it was going to be 5:30-ish. And I told my wife, I was like, why don't we just get Popeyes? She's wanted Popeyes for a few days because she loves the biscuits and the coleslaw and the chicken. So it's a perfect combo for her. I said, yeah, okay. So we had Popeyes chicken last night instead of fucking cooking, because all of us were tired. It's been a long couple days. I had a lot of stuff come in the last couple days. So, and then, like I said, with that whole thing with that guy that was with his comments, and I kept responding, I'm just not gonna do that anymore. I keep saying that, but it happens from time to time, because I thought that I could have an honest, meaningful dialogue with that guy, and I found out I couldn't, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to block you. So I'm gonna try and avoid doing that. I gotta take my morning cocktail, not one today because I hurt. So I apologize for if you guys some of you guys do follow the stack my morning drug cocktail up there. It sucks when you get old. You fucking you still have to take fucking like heart medicine and shit. For you guys that hang out in the comment section, I apologize for the all the fucked up comments that were happening over that silly little thing. Later, Zach. That's this one. I need this one. Last one. Yeah, and it just works out that that guy just wanted to argue. So, what's everyone got planned for today? What's everyone got? Ooh, it's got a serious flat spot. You tell me what you got going on, and I'll tell you, because I already showed you one thing I got planned. Working. Well, I mean, I am. As soon as I get done with it, I'm just gonna have to work later because I took a later start. I haven't even done email yet. License renewal. License renewal. I am gonna sharpen this David Mosier. And I had never gotten to see one of these before. Matt and I were talking about this last night. Matt and I, neither one have gotten to actually handle one of these Mosiers. And I'm kind of impressed. I actually like it a lot. I thought these things were huge. These things in pictures look massive. I actually like this a lot, but I've got to get a hold of our friend Chris and find out what steel this is, because I don't know, because I don't want to go into it, tear-assing into it on the wrong set of stones and wind up removing, because I'm not gonna lie to you, those diamond matrix stones, if you start on that 80 grit stone on a real soft metal, it's way more aggressive than you need it to be. I think we're all getting sick too. So you're probably gonna see a video about this. But no, I went and I ran a bunch of errands yesterday. I had to deposit a check and get some stuff on base that I needed here. I needed packing tape and a couple other things. Couldn't find everything I needed. I want to get more of that green carpet, that indoor-outdoor carpet like people use on their porches. I used that as artificial turf in my yard. I need to get another thing of it so that I can put it back down in the yard, because the sun has just destroyed it. I've never gotten to hold one. I'm pretty impressed. I don't like the action so much. It's so, because I got big hands. I get I get onto the lock bar, so the thumb stud's a little far in for me. But other than that, I like the blade shape. I like the feel. Everything about it's great. Somebody just asked me a question about blade steel. M4 blade steel. I've sharpened a lot of knives in M4, and it's a really good steel. It takes a really good edge. It doesn't like rust on the blade when I'm sharpening, but it does turn my stones orange. So I know that it will do corrode. Yeah, I was gonna say, I did Brad's, that's exactly the one I was gonna mention. I did that one. I've done a couple of other knives in M4, and they get frighteningly, I mean, it takes one of the finest, keenest edges around. Every once in a while you'll run into, depending on heat treat, a steel like this is an M390, but it's in Benchmade's M390, and it doesn't feel like it wants to take that fine, crisp edge. And it has to do with heat treat and stuff like that. M4, it can get terrifying. And M390's weird. That's M390, and so is this. This M390, the heat treat on this was perfect, and it's like M4. It's just sticky to the touch, because the second you touch it, it's cutting you. This is the one that I told Jim Skelton when I talked to him. Told him I was sending him back his Master Blaster. This is the one he touched when he was like, we were at Blade Show, or at the Vegas show, and he was talking about, I hope you don't have to ever cut anything. And you're like, I was like, that's a 10,000 grit edge, and he was touching it, and he was like, oh fuck, because this will still cut. It's like I said, like everybody's like, oh, fucking, you can't put a mirror edge on certain things. You have to play it by ear, and I do that for customers, and I'll sharpen things. And there's, because like a lot of you guys will get messages from me. I'll do whatever the customer asks, but you guys know that have been customers of mine in the past. You get recommendations like S90V. If it's not Weeze S90V, I don't recommend going above about 3,000 grit. If it's like a Sebenza, 3,000 grit would be as high as I would go, because it just doesn't want to, it doesn't have those same qualities at the higher grit that it does with a different heat treat. The M4 that was on that Spyderco, at Bradley, I think we took Bradley's to 10,000 grit, and it was terrifying. It was freaking terrifying. Morning, child. Hmm? You want some cereal? You can come over here. You want to talk to people while I do your cereal?
Yeah.
Say hi. Hi, everybody. They can see your forehead.
Hi.
Now they can look up your nose. What do you want? Captain Crunch?
Reese's Puffs.
Reese's Puffs. School's out, guys. Sorry, we didn't open these yet, did we?
No, there's one that we did.
Oh, there's an open one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I take this one. This one is to 12,000 grit now, and it is. Need what? That's what I was afraid of. Some of those are gonna crack. Is everything freezing in there now?
I don't think I cleaned well.
But it didn't crack stuff? One moment, guys. One moment. Family stuff going on. School's out. I've been playing with temperatures. Oh, that is too much. Too much. Too much. This is for the daughter, not for you, you fat shit. Maybe I wanted that. Somebody said something? Emler Family reality show. This Emler Family reality show here, really tame. You know what would have been a good one? My family growing up. Where's the clip that was on it?
Isabel, careful with me. Oh.
Babe, I get it. I'll get it. That's heavy.
Okay, chocolate milk in at home.
I want normal.
You want normal milk? Then get a glass. Sorry, guys. I'll be with you in a moment. I'm working on it. Was it just that one? Okay. Well, I'll help you in a little bit. I don't have a ton to sharpen today. I just got to get sharpening and shipping. I'll get you a spoon. I really don't have a ton to sharpen. No. I don't know. I got 2 more boxes I haven't opened yet because I can't remember how much stuff was actually sent. What was that? I can't really explain to you why that is. Well, I can't. We get these little bags of milk, and we just cut the tops off of them. We put them in a thing, in the jug. We get bags of milk because they're free. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me ask you a question, Joseph Lopez, because I know that you and I are doing a dealing with is it the Stout, the JG Stout, or not the JG Stout, the Guthrie, the Scout, the JG, the Jason Guthrie Scout. Is this the same? I'm planning on fucking closing it in like fucking 6 minutes. I can't help it. Are you the same guy that I did the direware for out in Yuma area? Are you the same guy I did that direware for? Holy crap, I got some special shit going on today. Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember Fido Dido? Are you guys old enough to remember Lemon Lime Slice? Fido Dido, the cartoon character, and then 7-Up stole Fido Dido as the mascot. And I know you two aren't. I meant some of you guys. How much leaked? A lot? Or
No. Just one way.
remember the Noid? Yeah, I'm fucking 45 years old, guys. I'm retired. Retired once. I'm old enough to be half y'all's fucking fathers. Okay. All right. Okay. So I've got 3 different customers named Lopez that I've done dealings with that have stuck in my head. So that's why I was asking, because I did a Direware for one guy, I did a ZT for another guy, and then I did a full refinish on a I did a full refinish on Jeremy, so am I. I did a full refinish on handles for a World War II era combat knife that had pinned wooden handles for a guy. And it was the only time I did it, and I only did it because his dad was real sick and he wanted the original handles cleaned up. And so Yuka and Isabel were gone, and I knocked all the pins out, and I fucking cleaned them out, and I just opened the holes up a little bit so I could use a larger pin, and I revarnished, I cleaned it, and I cleaned the blade up enough to get it back to kind of a better shape. Re-blacked the blade with I can't even remember what it was I used for the blackening agent. Gun blue. I used gun blue gel. Gun blue gel. Re-blacked the blade like it would have been when it came from the maker, and then revarnished the handles and used Kool-Aid to blacken the copper pins, and sent it back and cleaned the sheath up real good and sent it back to the guy, and so that his father could have his thing, and they mounted it and everything, because his dad was getting, his grandfather, well, it was his dad, it was his grandfather. The guy's grandfather was real sick, and it was, there we go, so the True, because it was closed in the opening, True went through all my live feeds, and he was like 6 out of 11 live feeds, that fucking thing has been open. 6 out of the 11 morning grinds, that cupboard right there has been open. But at any rate, did all that so that his grandfather could have that in a case and stuff before it got too late, because he couldn't send me a gun to refinish or anything like that. So I was just thinking about that. You know what? Now that I said it, I do have a thing of that gun blue gel. If I make those knives out of 1095 that I was thinking about doing, I could gun blue those, and that would be a really good look. I'm thinking, guys. I got some thinking going on in my head. It's just really caustic and it stinks. I have a piece of 1095 steel that I'm thinking about making a couple Hornets out of, and I have one other knife that I was thinking about making out of the 1095, which is a modified Sea Snake. No, you cannot gun blue M390. It is way too high in chromium to do that. So it's one of those things you can't do. What is gun blue? So gun blue is, and you can look it up to get a better explanation. So gun blue's a chemical that you put on, so gunsmiths keep it. They use it for so when you buy a gun, it's got the darkened metal look to it, right? That gunmetal, that blackish, that real dark black gray, and that's accomplished by it's a type of patina. It's a type of corrosion that it's a controlled oxide, a lot like the green patina that they get on things that looks, or blackening copper, but it's how you blacken steel. You give it that you give it that blackened look, and it's a protective coating that the steel develops, a protective patina, and it protects the gun from rust and things like that. And it's accomplished by adding it's a corrosive chemical. I don't remember exactly what's in it, but it's called gun blue because it's called gun blue gel. And it looks blue when it comes out, and you put it on and it reacts with the metal. And usually you have to do several coats, and it reacts, and then you wipe it off, and you hit it with some steel wool, and then you do it again, and you keep building up that layer, and it kind of protects the yeah, it's the small Warney. I was gonna get to it, but so the gun blue, it blackens it a lot like this, but not quite. It's not a coating per se. It's a patina, and it looks different. It gets you a different. It has a different depth. It has a different. It has a different. This is just really dark and black and opaque, and gun blue. A blued gun has a warmth to it that you just don't get. Like, the ceramics look great, but when you blue a gun, it just feels so good. No, it would not. It wouldn't work. It would get at best. You'd get a mottled look to it. That's what I think. I mean, you could always look into it yourself. Maybe do some experiments. So, yeah, guys, I'm gonna cut this. It's 9 o'clock. I got to get to rolling on some stuff if I want to have everything done and start shipping the rest of it. I've got to do a spa treatment on one knife for a guy so I can pack up his stuff, everything in it sharp. I've got to ship out everything to David. If you're still on here, David, I'm going to ship everything except the one with the koi. Your crux is going, I'm not going up today. Your crux will go up with me tomorrow or Saturday. Elliot and I will look at it and try and get those screws out. I don't have a heat gun or anything here to try it. I thought about heating up the pivots and trying it that way, but I don't have a bit driver that I can get enough. I don't have a big bit driver. So those are up at the shop, and I can't get, enough pressure on it to get past those areas that you maybe stripped a little. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it. Well, you might get some change in color, but I don't think you get enough. Yeah, right. These are some of the greatest guys I fucking know. That's why I do stuff for them. Like, even though I don't have anything, I still try to do stuff for them. Like that. That's a sign of somebody being a really good person, that you want to do something for them, even if you don't have anything. That they're good enough people that they've done stuff for me when they don't have anything, that you wanted to do stuff in return. I mean, even if that means that I buy beer for the shop when I go up, if I come up with a couple 6-packs, even though I really know I shouldn't, because I can't afford it, because as much as people think, like, I talk about day drinking in the videos and stuff like that, but I don't buy beer for the house very often. A 30-pack it's not like it used to be, where I'd buy a 30-pack twice a weekend, where I'd go through like 60 beers in a weekend. A 30-pack's gonna last me a couple weeks, but not like that. I buy beer for them at the shop way more often than I buy it for me. And I know I shouldn't, but it's just, I know financially I shouldn't, but the fact is, I want to do something for them because of all the things they've done for me. And so it's that kind of a friendship. They're that good they're that nice of guys that they've done things for me that are way above and beyond what I can repay financially or by just doing things for them. So, case in point, Elliot greased the skids to make this happen. Elliot made the introductions and things like that and sent them the thing, and he goes, and then said, I'm going to introduce you, and we sent the file together and greased the skids with He was like, hey, this is my friend Mike. He's got a design that Elliot was like, I think it's a really good design. I don't think, even though it is a good design, I don't think I would have had near the traction with WE Knives to get this pushed if it hadn't been for the fact that Elliot kind of helped me grease the skids and did the email introduction with, hey, this is my friend Mike. Just, you know, Mike has a pretty good knife design. And I kept him CC'd on all the stuff. And so, you know, now that he did that, I've got an open dialogue with the CEO of WE and their product design team lead and things like that. And so we're in discussion with other designs, but right now their production team is completely full, and the only option they really have right now is OEM, and I don't have the money to back an OEM project unless I did like a Kickstarter. We know how Kickstarters go with knives. Mars Knife, that's the Kickstarter I would refer to. If as much as I would love to try to do a knife project on Kickstarter, I don't think you can do it. I think Paulo ruined it for everyone to do a knife project on Kickstarter. I just don't think you can do. I don't think you can do a crowd-funded knife project. I don't think you can. Our friend Nick has got an OEM project. He wants to do his knife as an OEM, and I told him, I was like, after the Mars Knife thing, I don't think it's ever going to be a viable thing. Too many people in the knife world remember the whole Mars Knife fiasco. So, guys, that's it. Take it easy. I've got knives I got to do. I'm sure that I'm going to be working and be sucked into doing stuff. I don't know the exact cost, but I just figuring myself and thinking, looking at some of the estimates that I got from other companies when I was talking about this, I'm figuring probably between 30 and 50,000 in that range for a 300 piece run. Between 30 and 50 in that ballpark, because it just depended who I was talking to, the blade steel I was dealing with, because I was talking to a bunch of people because I wanted to try and get this done in the States, and no one wanted to license it to me. People wanted to charge me to even to do it production. They wanted to charge me a lot of money up front to even do prototyping for them to sell the design. And I was like, you know what, never mind. So I don't have backing money to do that with. So there's just no way. John, get with me about those knives. I think I responded to you. Those two knives, it's no problem. If you get them shipped off, even if you don't get them shipped off soon, we can do I can wash those. I can clean those. If you get them shipped off soon, even if you don't get them shipped off this week, if you get the money to me and just put a note in that it was on the Blade Show special, that's my next step. Is I have to answer emails. So I have to get off of here. I'm already 30 minutes behind. Normally I'd have already answered emails before I started my YouTube live feed, but I just woke up before I started this. So, guys, I love y'all. Take it easy. I'm not going to do the whole spiel, thumbs up, thumbs down. Please do the thumbs up or thumbs down. It fucking helps get the video shared. There's a button. There's a button. That's why I don't figure out. Like, I click every video I like. I fucking give it a thumbs up because I know how it works. So, you guys take it easy. You could tell everyone thank you.
I don't have my eyebrows.
She doesn't have her eyebrows on yet. So, love you guys. Take it easy.